Hello everyone, welcome to another video from the farm. Today we're finishing off our PVC pipe polytunnel chicken tractor. So I went ahead and before I left yesterday I actually just went and screwed these bars into the top rail. So I've got 2 screws on each one tying into that double-sided top bar we've got, if you can see here. So we've got a screw poking through there and a screw poking through there all the way along. So as you can see, with them screwed in the top there, there's not much flex to the pipe anymore with my weight pulling on it there, so decent strength we've got across all of these now. So it's pretty much ready to have the cover thrown on. We've just got one last thing to do, and that's put bits of lath all the way along the bottom rail there and along this rail here, so then we can bring the cover all the way over the top, tack it to this top piece, and then we can fix some sort of mesh that we've got plastic mesh or wire mesh, we're not sure what we're going to use, but one of those between this gap here, so we have lots of ventilation underneath, as well as a flap of plastic we'll be able to roll back up and drop back down depending on the weather. Also going to need to run lath, as you can see, along the front edge of this and down here, so we can attach the cover to the ends. Now to fill in these very end walls, we're going to be putting on a door frame, and then we're probably just going to have, again, wire mesh or the plastic mesh we've got, still unsure yet. And then to do these bottom gaps on the front and back, we've got, it's sort of, I guess, what you'd use to put down in the floor when you're doing a house or something like that, when you've got builders in, so you don't damage your flooring. It's kind of like a little corrugated thin plastic sheet, but it's nice and flexible, so, and also solid at the same time, so we can have this at the front and back. So it should drag over all of these little grass divots nicely, and then if a chicken does decide to bust its way under when we're moving it, it shouldn't hurt the chicken. So let's get to it then. I'm going to be using these 60mm self-tapping screws. We use slightly larger ones to attach the wood to these metal brackets, 40mm box steel sections here. Don't need them quite as long though for this, because it's obviously thinner wood. If we go too long, they won't go all the way through and we won't get a nice tight wood connection. Okay, so we've got all the lath on the edges. We've just got the end triangles to put some on, and then we're good to go and we can get this cover on. So I'll quickly just cut 4 of these down into just under 4 meters. We've got all of the lath we need on now to be able to fit the cover. But I think before we put the cover on, we're going to put our wire around the bottom and then just duct tape the edge, so then we can have the wire mostly behind a piece of lath as well, so it'll be nice and secure all the way along the bottom. So instead of using wire net, we're going to use this. I believe it's for sheep originally, but this is what came around our other polytunnel that we used for the chickens before, which you've seen in other videos. And we've got enough of it left over to do the bottom of this nicely. So we'll crack on cutting this in half and then getting it on both sides. Pretty pleased I found this bit of spare stuff Looks very nice, I think. Much better than if we had chicken wire along the bottom. As well as it's a bit more of a windbreak as well now. Stu's just trimming the last piece over there, and then we're done on the side skirts. Right, next, I think we'll mount the actual cover. So this is our giant roll of polytunnel cover. This is enough to do quite a few more of these chicken houses if it works successfully. Obviously always makes sense to buy in bulk if you can. Other than the cover, the only thing to do is put a couple of 3x2s from that brace there straight up here, and then the same on that side, and the same on the other end, and then that's where we'll have our doors. So it's white on the outside, and as you can see, green on the inside at the minute, but we're putting it the other way around, the same as we have on that chicken house there. Now the intended purpose of this cover usually is to go on a mushroom house, because it's so thick, it doesn't allow any light through the cover at all. But it also makes a perfect cover when you make an animal house. If we just use normal clear cover like this, during the summertime, it's obviously going to get 1,000 degrees inside, way too hot for chickens. So all unpacked. This is a 14 metre wide roll, and our little chicken hoop house is 10 metres long and 9 metres wide. So we're going to use the width as the length. So here we go, we've got the one side all lathed in. It's already coming pretty tight, and we've still got the other side to do, and we've got the ends to do to get it ridiculously tight. So fingers crossed this is all going to work out nicely. As you can see, we've got a perfectly clear, ridiculously sunny day, and that means the plastic's got nice and hot, so it's stretched out a little bit. So I'm just going to wait for Stu to get back, and then we're going to take all this lath off the one side and give it another good tension. I'd advise, if you can, for this reason, to wait for a ridiculously hot day to actually put any kind of polytunnel cover on, because if you can get it so it's all fully relaxed and a bit more stretchy when it's really hot, you'll obviously be able to get it much more tight. As you can see from the inside though, it's still really tight, even though it is sagging a little bit more now because it's got stretchy. As you can see there, there's zero bow between any of these. So last thing, apart from re-stretching it out a little bit, we've got to stretch the ends down and tack them on with a bit of lath too. And we've got it done. Doesn't she look nice? So all in all, it's not been too difficult to get this cover on. With it being nice and sunny and not much wind, as you can see, we've got it pretty tight. Gone ahead and decided just to cut the plastic back to this level, and then winter time comes, what we'll do is we'll just drop a bit of a flap on here, down to here, out of some corrugated plastic stuff that we've got already stockpiled around the back. So I think we'll wrap this video up here. If you've enjoyed it, please remember to give it a like and a comment below. Let me know what you think of this structure. Catch us in the next one when we'll be chicken wiring up the ends putting some doors on, putting the flaps on, so then this is completely ready to go then. Also next time, we'll have a go moving it. See if the little tractor can still pull it with the extra weight we've put on. Right then, until next time, bye bye.